Okay, you see no gloves, protein on the hands. In our rectangular steak, you see those in the freezer station. They're about as cheap can be. Look at that burger. Squeezed every ounce of juice out of there. Look at that smoke, man, that's unbelievable.
They're gonna set that kitchen on fire.
Yeah, we're cooking with butter now.
Tuck it all the way in.
Look at this.
Is that the same hand that touched all that,
It is.
everything?
Yes.
It is.
Hitting the roll now? The
It is.
hand after it
That's
touched the
holding
meat?
the roll.
Oh, jeez, bro.
Looks dead.
Do you guys have any authentic New Orleans food? We're from Ohio.
We do have gumbo. Is it good?
Let's go to the gumbo.
They're getting the gumbo, chef.
The gumbo.
So, chef, look at this. It's a food service product. It's not fresh. It comes in a plastic bag from a food service company.
Wow, wow, wow. I mean, you come to Orleans, come the best gumbo. I just don't believe it come out of a can.
All right, guys.
It's lumpy. It smells like bean and bacon soup.
Now, remember, guys, Billy's a kitchen manager. He's looking, he knows that's a food service product.
Pretty obvious that was made out of a bag.
Whoa!
He knew it.
Wow, wow, wow.
That's just wrong.
What's amazing to me is an owner will sit in that bar and watch that all day long and think that's okay. I've seen enough.
Back in the kitchen, the orders are pouring in.
You need a cup of gumbo? Right behind. That's ice cold.
What?
Nothing worse than cold gumbo, man.
Yes, you're right.
I decided to taste the gumbo. The gumbo wasn't heated up properly. It's bad. The gumbo's sour. So throw it out and make new one.
It's not a good gumbo. Like, I don't think the chef knows how to make it, right? Like, I can't stomach it. I can't even finish it.
I'm gonna throw up. Oh, I just think the gumbo is so bad, make me puke. It's their fault. They should be tasting the food. They need to throw it out, make new one because they're gonna make everybody sick. Did you taste the gumbo?
No, I haven't tasted it.
It's bad. I just throw up.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. How long that gumbo been out?
We take it out of the freezer and we pre-thaw it
In water.
and have it sit here.
Did you bring it to temperature? Every time you reheat something, you need to make sure you bring it to 212 degrees. Otherwise, that's how bacteria grow. Oh. I taste that gumbo, now my whole stomach's up. Because which idiot's that? How many people those guys make sick?
Guys, we gotta have a talk here. I want to hear what happened with this soup.
We took the stuff back out the steam table and I guess we didn't let it sit out long enough to cool off the right way.
So you guys knew it wasn't up to temperature, right? Right?
Yes.
And you sold it anyway, correct?
I wasn't aware that it wasn't up to
Am I right or wrong?
Mr. John, I was not aware that it wasn't up to temperature. I would
You're
never
supposed
sell
to be
a bag.
aware. That's what you get
You're right.
paid for.
You're correct. You're
Okay,
correct.
next. Chef, how many times did you throw up tonight, Chef?
About 3 times.
Close this kitchen down now. You don't have the right to sell food. Damn you! How dare you get people sick? Shut this kitchen down. I don't want any food served here tonight. Do you hear me? Close it the down.
Put a food order in?
Absolutely.
Wings, and then some chips and guac.
Salsa, cheese, and guacamole.
You can do the whole thing.
Okay.
PB&J, bacon burger.
Philly cheesesteak.
You got it.
All right, cheers. Yeah, no bueno.
Yeah, that's not good. Try that.
She's trying to take you home, man.
Yeah.
Two of the most popular drinks in America, Old Fashioned and a margarita. You'd think they could get a margarita right.
Sheesh, look at those.
I know, Chef, you always like to see processed, chopped, and formed steak.
I was just getting to that. It's all frozen, it's all prepackaged. It's like out of the 80s.
Hi, guys. I have a Maricopa cheesesteak and a PB&J burger.
The bun's super greasy.
That seems suspect. Look at all that grease, bro. All right, here we go. We're going in.
Is this our silverware?
Definitely is not a Philly cheesesteak.
Okay, the food's out there, the drinks are out there. Everything sucks. Do you agree?
Yes, 100%.
So true grit is true shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in and tell him so.
Oh.
Okay, how are the wings?
Really dry.
Really dry. I can see how dry they are from here. Right? Yep. I can smack this thing all day. It's not gonna fall apart. Oh, look at this burger.
No, I almost...
Who'd like to eat this? Does that look good to you guys? Where's Ralph? Hiding. I don't blame you. Come over here, Ralph. Look at this. Look at this, folks. So, you know how much cheese is in this? Do you know how much cheese is in this? 0. Okay, so you don't know about that. What do you know about?
Not very much in the restaurant business.
And how long have you owned this place?
For 5 years now.
So 5 years you haven't learned, excuse me, folks, in 5 years you haven't learned a thing. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
But you learned how to take the money from your father. That you learned, didn't you?
What's the fresh catch?
Fresh catch? Let me check. Giorno, fresh catch today. Mahi?
Yeah.
Yeah, mahi. Yes, mahi.
Fresh mahi is fresh.
Yes.
Okay.
Mahi's
All right.
The fresh catch was like frozen, I don't know, pond bass or something like that. It was nasty.
Oh my God, that was so gross. It was a disgusting chunk of white, smelly. I couldn't even take a bite.
This sucks.
Is this your grog?
It is.
We're honestly struggling a little bit.
Is this fresh?
That's got to be frozen fish. Is it frozen?
If it's the mahi entree, it is, yeah.
It's frozen.
Oh, well, it wasn't put on the plate. It wasn't put on the grill frozen.
This really was a terrible, terrible dining experience. The worst I've ever had. It was horrid. We just got to get out of here.
You just need to get out of here. You should be bringing you back the bill, and I did take some stuff off your bill, and I apologize that things weren't up to par. We're working on it.
After an hour inside Pirate's Tavern, Bill and Jen emerged to report their findings.
First of all, thanks for doing this for me, guys.
Absolutely.
What'd you think?
It's tough in there. The staff was really odd. It was uncomfortable.
How bad was the food?
The food was disgusting. There was a mahi, and it was supposed to be fresh. They were frozen products.
Well, I'll tell you guys, this is a strange one because it runs deep. It's more than just food, more than just beverage. There's a cultural thing in this business that's killing it.
Miss? Yeah, what kind of soups do you guys have? I get something else besides our soup. Get something else other than the soup? Yeah. Why? I don't think any of them are good. Okay.
It made me a little worried about what might happen to me if I had the soup.
John and Chef Eric Greenspan toured the kitchen to identify any problems that might be affecting Paulie's bottom line.
So let's run through it, Chef.
So for me, canned soup. Number one, this is not a product that your staff can get behind.
The reason why I go with this kind of soup is because I think it is very good quality, A. B, I don't sell a lot of soup.
You got an open door right here. They look in here, and the first thing they see is a can of soup. Their thought process goes to, what else am I getting out of this kitchen that's not fresh?
I think I'm an expert behind a bar, but in the kitchen, absolutely, yes. I know tons, you know.
It's a lot of frozen food. These bags, they're not vacuum sealed. All your burger patties are gonna get tasting like freezer burger.
All he needs to understand that buying those frozen products costs him money. It's penny smart, dollar foolish. The fact of the matter is, I gotta change his thinking.
Can we please our order for food? Great. I think I'm going to try the roast beef.
Okay. Can I do the turkey, ham, and cheese? Sure.
And then, can we split just a pepperoni pizza?
Yeah.
Okay, there it is, it printed.
Oh my gosh, no one's in the kitchen. So we'll see how long it takes for them to cook this order.
Is there fresh popcorn or no?
Look at the way he's dressed in his own bar. And as an owner, you should always dress a little better than your customers.
Yeah, I work in Irvine at 7 a.m. I've seen a lot of things, but I ain't seen that.
turkey.
Wow.
Okay, finally, she's here. Let's see how many minutes in we are. Oh, we're 12 minutes in.
12 minutes in.
Ew, what went in the microwave? Straight out the freezer.
Plastic bag
That
of
is-
lunch meat?
Yes, it's plastic. Oh, look, it's about to. Oh my gosh.
Look at that. What is that? A
What's that?
scoop of powder and water. What is she making?
I think it is a jus. Oh, look at that roast beef.
So she's bringing the meat to temperature that way.
Oh! Oh, that's
This is gonna kill somebody.
You guys want small or tall? Tall. 3 talls?
Oh, he's doing deals with them.
Why isn't he doing something to make it better?
That's what's bothering me, John, is that in any of this, it doesn't look like there's a fight. I mean, at least if my lights are turned off and I can't pay my bills, I would be working behind the bar, making sure everybody's good, improving anything I can. This guy's sitting down having a drink like life is amazing. Okay, finally.
Turkey sandwich. And yours, the rest is coming right now.
Oh, just one. Not even both sandwiches were delivered.
I've never seen turkey like this. Is not turkey. Question. Yeah. I don't know. Does that look weird or am I just being weird? The turkey? Weird. They don't. Okay.
Turkey came out the freezer and went into the microwave.
It's gotta be like rubber.
Yes.
No, I think it's fine.
If it's gonna take 30 minutes, it should be the best darn food you've ever had.
How'd that pizza come out?
Pizza looks so good. This we're weirded out about. I don't know. What do you?
Is that turkey?
Yeah, but that's the weird question.
All right, finally, it looks like Dave is actually doing something.
I'll tell you if it's all right.
Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes good.
Nope. He's just gonna eat their frickin' sandwich. He isn't gonna get off his ass and help his wife get out of this mess. I'm gonna. I'm going in.
All right.
See you guys later. Tell me, if you were gonna go do a BuzzFeed write-up on this bar, what would you say?
17 reasons why you could die of grinders.
You wouldn't write an article about this bar, you'd write a warning?
Yes.
Well, I've never seen turkey with it looked like it had puncture wounds.
You keep telling owners something's wrong, they don't eat it.
Let me go to work before somebody else eats this stuff, okay?
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you. 2 pepperoni pizzas.
2 of everything and 2 pepperoni pizzas.
So they're basic, big box store pizzas?
Yeah, and
how long do they take?
About 10 to 12 minutes with 4 pizzas.
Gotcha, and then you'll slice them and send them out.
Are you guys cooking pizzas for these 2?
Yes, I have their 2 pepperonis in right now. It's frustrating. I'm getting frustrated. I know you are too. We just got to keep smiling and keeping these customers happy. They're going to love the product.
We've been here over an hour and we still haven't got a pizza yet.
Joe, 2 pizzas just fell off the back.
Oh! Hey, he's breaking glassware over there. Okay, you guys have broken all your mixing glasses besides 2. You got 2 mixing glasses, 2 bartenders.
There you go. Okay. So I need 2 more pepperoni on the fly.
They've been waiting an hour for a pizza, these 2.
Okay, let me go check on that.
Say something to them, smile, say something to them.
I'm gonna go check on it for you.
Serve them. Did you not want to be here?
No, I just talked to them a few minutes ago. Their pizza said I was going to check on it, and I told them.
Tonight, I see her attitude. She's working because I'm telling her to. There's no change here.
Matt, honey, can you just go get the pizzas? I need Tris Reed to miss. I wanted you to make shots. Not.
I'm trying here.
I'm gonna do
trying.
it.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
No,
Let's see.
we got 2 pepperonis.
2 pepperonis?
Yeah.
I thought you had a pepper. I'm sorry.
Straight from the convenience store is what this is. I can't finish the last 2 pieces.
Tastes like
I'm speechless.
Dave doesn't know what he's doing. Matt doesn't know this business. He can't hold this place up.
Karen's attitude.
The attitude's definitely still there. That stubbornness is still there.
We're fighting a losing war.
Can I start your tab?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we're also gonna get some food. I'm just gonna do a classic burger.
I'd like the fish sandwich. And then a Philly cheesesteak as well.
Yeah.
Hey, there's one.
Okay.
That's the fish.
It's pretty firm.
Because it's frozen. Now, when you put the seasoning and then drop it on the grill, what happens to the seasoning?
Burn, baby, burn. That's why we marinate instead.
Okay, you see no gloves, protein on the hands. In our rectangular steak, you see those in the freezer station. They're about as cheap can be. Look at that burger. Squeezed every ounce of juice out of there. Look at that smoke, man, that's unbelievable.
They're gonna set that kitchen on fire.
Yeah, we're cooking with butter now.
Tuck it all the way in.
Look at this.
Is that the same hand that touched all that,
It is.
everything?
Yes. It is.
Hitting the roll now? The
It is.
hand after it touched
holding the roll.
Oh, jeez, bro.
Philly cheese chip.
That's pork friend here. Pork friend.
Fish sandwich with coleslaw.
That's me.
Okay.
And then a bacon cheeseburger.
This bar doesn't realize that the third guest is me. So I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna sit next to these guys, and I'm gonna taste this food, and I'm gonna give you the scoop myself.
Oh.
Here we go.
I'm really curious to see what you think of that fish sandwich.
It's a little soggy.
They took 2 frozen fish fillets and dropped them on the flat top. And when you cook fish frozen, it gets all soggy in the inside. And then this, whew. Oh boy, I'm scared to eat this, to be honest with you, because I watched them make it. Jerry. Hi.
Sir, hi.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
I want you to hear what happened here, because we ordered this food. These are 2 friends of mine, Mitch and John, boat captains from the area. I want you to hear what I saw. Your cook took 2 pieces of frozen fish.
Correct.
In his bare hands, no glove, put them both on the grill. See all that black on the top of that fish? That's burnt seasoning. You don't put the seasoning on and then put it down on the grill. This has the cheapest frozen meat you can possibly buy. How was the burger?
Very average.
This burger was pressed so much. Look at this. They ruined it. This had a chance of being good. It had a shot. That never did. This never did. Then he took that same hand that had the raw fish, the raw burger, and the raw beef, picked up my bun with his hands covered in raw product. That entire kitchen is completely cross-contaminated. You're gonna kill somebody.
Hi, this is Jon Taffer. Click here to subscribe to Paramount Network on YouTube for more Bar Rescue.